All right. Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, September 15th, 2025. You're in the live trading room. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. It was a great weekend. The heat is starting to go away. The humidity is starting to go away. We got football on Saturdays and Sundays. I love fall. Anyway, here is last Friday's chart on SPY and just had four trades, plus 17. Just had three trading days last week, so it wasn't a huge week. Big sell off end of day there. Big swing down, sell off, and then last hour, price rising again. Um, I believe we have a gap play this morning. Yes, we do. Let's see. SPY closed at. Actually, we're not doing SPY. Actually, we are switching over to QQQ this morning. So let me head over to QQQ and let me get rid of this right there. So if you look at the charts, I've got QQQ in the upper left, lower right, and SPY now is where QQQ used to be, but QQQ now is what I'm going to be trading going forward. QQQ has been moving better than SPY, so it's time to switch back over to QQQ. Let me bring that up. So that's what we're doing today. And let's see, let me bring up QQQ. And believe let's see if we've got a gap play this morning. Yes, we do. Okay, so the gap fill and trigger will be at 587.87, 587.87 will be the gap fill. Okay, let's move that back there and like that. So going over to the option chain on QQQ, that's what we're trading now. We'll start at probably the 587 on the call side and 590 on the put side, but we'll see when we get this pre-market volume figured into the strikes and pricing. Got 1.2 million traded on the underlying, or excuse me, traded in pre-market. Pretty good volume. So that's where we will be. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to Mr. Keith Frampton. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. Hope you all had a great weekend. Um, Definitely into some fall weather here. We had a New York Empire State Manufacturing Index come out this morning at 8:30 and missed it by quite a bit from both last month and also the consensus.
Hmm.
The only other two announcements today, there will be a 3-month and a 6-month bond auction at 11:30. Big thing, eyes are on the Fed meeting this week, starting tomorrow, with the interest rate decision, followed by a press conference at 2 and 2:30 on Wednesday afternoon. But we'll have a number of announcements. Import numbers come out tomorrow morning before the market opens, retail sales before the market opens. Um, Wednesday, we'll have housing numbers coming out, then the Fed in the afternoon. So, a lot of announcements this week. May be a little bit light trading as everybody's waiting for the shoe to drop on Wednesday afternoon. I will be trading Friday's expiration, the 15th, on any new trades that I trade. And I think that's about all I have here.
All right. Well, here we go in five, four, three, two, one. And we're in. Thank you for the report, sir.
Yeah, boy, that came up quick.
It did come in fast. It did indeed. So we are in. And just a reminder again, we are now trading QQQ.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know ahead of time so I could get my chart set up for that.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah, I know that you got special setups, so wanted to give you a bit of a heads up. Okay. All right. So the broader indices, we've got the Dow up 97, Nas up 101, and S&P up 23 so far. So starting out green on the broader indices, popped up there nicely in that first minute. Well, we're still in the first minute. Now we're in the second minute.
Yeah, keep reminding me that it's the Qs. So I'm not used to watching the Nasdaq as much, and
Mm-hmm.
and just got to remember to look at the right things here today.
Yeah. Yeah. What Keith's referring to, of course, is that Q tracks the NASDAQ. Price starting out well above VWAP and rising. All right, so over on the option chain, again, I'll be at the 588 on the call side and the 590 on the put side. Price pulling back just a little bit right now and back green. All right, so we'll keep an eye on this 588 on the call side. 588 on the call side. It's been climbing since minute one. Let's see if this is going to reverse here. And reversing back down. Price doing a crazy Ivan early on. Okay, I'm going to put a pseudo demand zone in on the bottom here. There we go. Let's see if price was going to break out on the top side. Still looking at that 588 on the call side. Dow is up 36, Nas up 120, S&P's up 23. Oh, just a programming note. I'm going to need to leave at 10:30 today, so we're going to finish up a little early today. I've got a little medical procedure I've got to get to that they couldn't schedule any later. So I'm going to have to go a half hour early today. My apologies. Looks like we're in a little bit of early consolidation.
Yeah, it's having a hard time getting above that 589 level.
Yeah, yeah,
And
certainly.
the 52-week average high has been 589.34.
Hmm, it's near that. All right, starting to break out a little bit here. Both our MACDs are in the call bias position. See if this develops into a breakout.
I've had the history of recently jumping in too early on those that really isn't a breakout and then get bid on it. So
Yeah, yeah.
particularly this early in the day, I'm gonna be a little bit more patient on that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's wise. All right, still looking at that 588 on the call side. I'm going to go ahead and enter this 588. And I did at 211.
And I got in at 525.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get 10 cents on this if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Just back to break even now. Come on, get on up there. Hmm. Come on, get on up there. Oh, come on, get on up there.
Yeah. Wants to stay in this little range here.
Trying to get a crossover in the 1 minute going back down.
Mhm.
Come on, get back up there.
Yeah, we might have to get out of this one. Got profit taking going on right now.
If it bounces off VWAP here.
Mm-hmm. Come back up. Keep coming.
Come on, keep going up there. We can probably put a supply zone in there.
Yeah, sure can.
Come on, get on up there.
All right, so it's broken through the supply zone. Let's bounce off that supply zone now.
Come on, up, 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 up. Again, there's no announcements at 10 today, so there may or may not be a pop.
Hmm. Okay.
Go ahead and try to take some profit here.
Oops.
Well, no. Okay. I just took profit, 18 cents on that.
Wow. I'm just breaking even now.
525 to 543.
Nice.
We did have the 1 minute cross back over going up. Then we
Mm-hmm.
got really low, but they crossed back over going up.
All right, stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take some profit here. And 10 cents.
Good.
Oh, I should have stayed in that for a few more seconds.
Yeah, but as struggling as it was, plus we were getting all-time high again, so I just, let's
Yeah.
let's not press it. Besides, my black cat kept trying to reach for the mouse. I said, okay, okay, we'll get out.
There you go. Anyway, profitable on the first trade of the week. That's always good.
1 minute MACD's up a little over 0.5, so starting to get a little high. Wow. I stayed in that. I got over 40 cents on it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, over 50 cents on it. And we can put a true demand zone in there too, just right on top of the supply zone, but we'll
Yeah.
be, I'm certain, moving that one up.
There we go. Getting a bit of a pullback now.
Let's see. Hmm.
And just a reminder, if you've come in late, I have to leave a half hour early this morning for getting a little procedure done at 11:15. And I have to leave a little early today.
They've had over 100,000 on each of the minutes so far.
Mm-hmm. Got Dow's up 90, Nasdaq's up 120, 141, S&P's up 28. Let's see, that price pulled back into a crazy Ivan there a couple of minutes ago.
You got 5 minutes to the pop if there's going to be one.
Mm-hmm. Going into consolidation again here. Still in consolidation. So the messy middle rule applies 9 times out of 10. We will go out the same direction we came into it in. So we would expect that price would rise out of this.
And we got a little over 2 minutes to the pop.
Okay.
And we have 1 minute to the pop. That 1 minute MACD is really flattened out.
Yeah, sure has. So we are getting a little bit of a breakout toward the top side. Got about 30 seconds coming up to the pop of the top, if there is one.
We have crossed over to a new 52-week high also.
Mm.
There's the pop.
Okay. So a little bit higher volume on that pop. Did get some movement initially higher, and it cooled off a bit. All right, keeping an eye on the 589 again, 589 strike call. Our 1 minute MACD is crossing back under to the put side. May have to go through a little bit of selling here. Price falling off here a bit. Up to 8,311,000 on the underlying. Dow's up 39, NASDAQ 147, S&P up 27. Maybe getting a new supply zone here.
Yep, I'll move that supply zone up.
Yep. Let's go ahead and duplicate that.
I'll be back in a second, Tim.
Absolutely. Turn this previous one gray. There we go. Actually, since it's so close to the demand zone, we're going to get rid of that. There we go. Just going through more consolidation. Price trying to break through the supply zone. Had pretty good volume here. Most everything at 100, a few minutes just below 100,000.
Yeah, those came in before the pop,
Yeah.
or the non-pop as it may have been.
As it may be. Well, we're just in an extended messy middle right now. So we're getting a little bit of a sell-off going on right now. This news just came across on the wire. Alphabet becomes fourth company to reach 3 trillion market cap. Alphabet, of course, being the parent company of Google. Is that it for the little sell-off there? Maybe. So what I'd like to see is for price to break through the supply zone and move on up, continue a rise, and we look at another call trade. By the way, the other three companies that are in the $3 trillion club are NVIDIA, of course, Microsoft, and Apple.
I guess I didn't make the cut this year.
Well, I know I sure didn't.
Had a doji on that last candle.
Mm.
Almost another doji again.
Mm. Price continuing to decrease here slowly. Got the Dow about to go negative.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that.
Nas still up 141. S&P up 25. There's another doji. Maybe it can break through this 589.94 level. That's become a bit of a support level. And it is. 5 minute MACD is crossing to the put side. Price continues to drop. Keep an eye on the put side. The 591 on the put side. You guys, excuse me just for 1 minute. Okay, back. Yeah, maybe reaching a bottom here on price decline. Yeah, apparently not. So we just hit 10 million. Well, a few minutes ago, 10,947,000 traded on the underlying. Dow is now up 79. Nas up 151, S&P up 30. Price definitely on the rise again. One-minute MACD is crossed. 5-minute is converging. There's another doji. See if that results in a reversal. Okay, folks, I'm going to have to get out of here for now. Keith, are you going to hang out or are you going to?
No, I'm gonna probably head on out too. I've got another meeting I need to be at, so that works out good for me.
Okay. All right, folks. That's it. Sorry for the short day today, but we got one trade in. That's a good start for Monday. And I will see you all tomorrow morning. I'll leave charts up and
Have
we'll
a
see.
good procedure.
Thank you, Kathy,
Yep.
and see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Have a good day, everybody.